All right. Greetings, fellow grade 12s. So now, what we are going to be looking at today, I want us to, you know, understand in terms of what are the annuities, or rather, what is annuity, right? So now, firstly, remember that in the previous grades, you have learned a lot about financial mathematics, right? And you have learned about, your simple interest rate, your compounding interest rate, and everything like that, right? So now, one aspect that we are going to introduce to you now this year, it is going to be the annuity, right? But now, annuity basically it's nothing different from what we've been doing all these years, right? So, but now annuity is just understood as now, if you are having a financial plan where you are having what where you are having a series of payments at a fixed interval, right? So a series of payments are at a fixed interval. So basically, now this is going to be what we refer as what as an annuity. Now, for example, if I can just give you a little bit of details in terms of that. Now, let's say you want to finance something, let's say a house, right? But now obviously you are going to take a chunk of money, right? And you would need now to repay back the loan, and then now so the financial plan that you usually do, it is going to be the annuities, because now you are going to make plans in such a way that you are going to pay back the loan in a fixed, in a fixed interval for the particular duration, or for a specific duration, right? So which means this is going to be therefore the regular monthly installments, right? So this is going to be the regular monthly installments that you are going to pay, right? So now what we need to understand, now we have these two types of annuities. Firstly, we have what we call the future value annuity. We have what we call the uh future value annuity. So now to understand this in terms of what is then a future value annuity, basically it is an annuity in which our aim of that particular payment is to save for the future, right? It is save for the future. And now the future value of the annuity, it is going to be the total amount of money that you are going to save. Let's say, for example, in your bank, right? Or you are investing for your educational fund. Let's say you are investing for your retirement and everything like that, or you are investing to purchase a certain asset after a certain amount of time, right? Or rather after a specific time. So therefore, this it is going to be one of the financial plan that you go under for you to save for that particular amount of money, right? So we call it a future value annuity. So now future value annuity, it is given by this formula FV, right? Which is equals to X into into 1 plus your I to the power of n subtract 1. Isn't it so? Close bracket, all over to the power of I, right? Now let's go into details in terms of what do all this mean. Firstly, now the FV, right? I think this is obviously this is going to be the future value of the annuity, which means now this is going to be the money that you wish to have after the certain period of time that you have saved for it, right? So this is going to be the future value. And the X now, the X is going to be the what? The monthly installments, right? Or it is going to be the regular payments, right? If it's not regular payments, or it is what? It is the installments, right? It is the installments that you are going to make, isn't it so? And now your I, obviously, it is the one that represents the interest. The N, it is the one that represents the number, all right, the number of years, right? Or rather the period. If it's not the number of years, you can say this is also the what? The period in which you wish to save that particular money for. Okay. And now some of the examples where we usually use this future value, as I've already, said, is we use it for what we use for investment. So we use it for investments. And then after that, what also do we use it for? We use it for savings. When we want to do some savings, let's say also for some sinking funds, right? When we do want to do some sinking funds. And we also do it, let's say now you want to invest for your retirement, right? Isn't it so? So that is going to be uh the use of this particular amount. And what you need to take note that is important is now this is the future value. So this is going to be the money that you wish to have at the particular or after the certain amount of time you have invested it. Are we together? Now, and we are saying also we have this other now type of annuity, which we call it now what? A present value annuity. And I think from the word present value, you know that now this present value, it is going to be the money that you wish to have now and probably pay for it in the future, right? So basically, it is an annuity in which the aim of the payments is to pay back the loan or the present value of the annuity in total after the certain amount of time. Now, let me just give you, a little bit of an example. Let's say now you need a loan for, let's say, for educational purposes, right? So you are going to request, let's say, a financial institution to borrow you, let's say, a 50K. And then now you're going to now make arrangements that you are going to repay this financial institution uh, in terms of monthly installments for the certain period amount of time, right? Or for a for you know uh for let's say, so let's say you're going to pay this financial institution after the certain period of time, isn't it so? So now we therefore you are looking to check in terms of what monthly installments can you pay, or rather what monthly installments can you make in order for you to do that. Are we together? So that is going to be the present value annuity, right? So now let's see in terms of what is going to be the formulas for the present value formula. It is going to be PV, which is X into 1 subtract 1 plus the interest subtract N, isn't it so, over to the power of I. So this is going to be the formula where the PV now represent what? It is the present value. The PV, it is the present value. And then now, what else? Now, do you have the X still represent the regular payments according to the time period, right? So this is going to be the regular payments according to the time period, or if not, this is the installments that you wish to make, right? And then after that, what you're also going to do is your I here, the I represent the what? It represents the interest that you are going to earn, and the N represents the time period. So this represents the time period. Now, usually, as I've already said, now this is usually used. This is usually used in what? This is usually used in bonds. Let's say you want to purchase bonds. Let's say now you also want to do what? You want to do some loans, right? You want to do loans for specific purposes. Let's say you want to start a business or anything of that sort, right? So this is then are going to be the two different formulas that we are going to be working with.